Did you ever see yourself in the middle of a situation where in one side you didn't see a very good solution, on the other side neither? You were in the middle of a dilemma, and the two solutions that you came up with or that were presented to you weren't so good in your point of view. Grace and peace for you that are listening to me. Thanks a lot for connecting and tuning in. Today we're going to talk a little bit about this. Our main theme today is have joy and hope. Our main Bible verse is in Acts chapter 15 verse 31. The people read it and were glad for its encouraging message. So this is a moment where the primitive church is passing through a dilemma. They have Israelite Christians, they have Jewish Christians, and they have Gentile Christians. And the Jewish Christians are wanting to doctrine the Gentile Christians so that they will adopt all of the Jewish traditions, the Sabbath, the circumcision, the laws, the tradition, everything. And the Christian Gentiles, they don't want to adopt this because they see this more as cultural aspects than actually as a religious aspect. So this is generating some type of conflict inside the primitive church. Such conflict goes to such a point that when it arrives to the apostles in Jerusalem, they are forced to send a message so that they would decide what was to be done. If these Gentile Christians were supposed to follow all of the Jewish traditions, or if the Jewish Christians were going to allow the church services to remain without Jewish traditions. So when they receive the answer, they have a great joy inside of their heart, because in their point of view, the two dilemmas, the two solutions that were presented, none of them were satisfactory. It wasn't satisfactory for the Gentiles having to all of a sudden adopt all these Jewish traditions, and it wasn't good for the church to have to live as if they were in a Jewish temple, because they had different beliefs, different ways of interpreting the same law. So it didn't make sense to them. So when the answer comes from the apostle, they stay very happy, they stay full of hope, because no one had thought in what the apostle said. That was for them to follow only 4 rules, and from there on they would adopt other ideas, other conceptions. You see, when we depend on God, we always will have a better solution than the solution that we think is the best. You see, we don't have here a situation like we had in many times in the Bible where the people of God were away from Him, they were disobeying Him, and they were being punished for something that they had done. No, here we have people that are in the middle of God's will, that they are serving Him, that they are adoring Him, and yet they are having problems. And these problems, they appeared to not have any solution. You see, the main point of our Bible study today is not to mention the problems that already happened in church and how they were solved. No, it's for us to understand that even though we have situations that we don't see a solution, God, He has a better solution for all of us. So our theme today is stay joyful and keep your hope. I hope this video has been a blessing for your life. Grace and peace.